Craziest rumor you heard about yourself?
That I was on crack or something. But they said that, I don't know if that's being funny or what, but they said that because I was losing weight. But I was losing weight because I have something. Yeah, I'm dead. I don't know why they got me so dead. That was come on now. But I was losing weight because I have something called CHS. I'm allergic to weed now. I used to be a stoner, like a real stoner, but I'm like 60-some days sober. I'm allergic to weed. It's called cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome. And when I first got it, I was throwing up a lot. Like, because that's what it is. Like, you throw up a lot, like, back to back to back to back. And you're in, like, really bad stomach pain. So, you got to go to the hospital. So, they was trying to be funny in the comments, like, oh, she doing more than smoking. Oh, what is she? And I'm like, I've been sick. Like, my mom had to cuss a few of them out. Because it's like, don't play with me like that. But that was probably, like, the craziest thing, like, I done heard. Like, what do y'all mean? Like, what? I was just sick. Like, So, yeah, no more weed for me, sadly.
Now, just for the record, have you ever done cocaine or crack?
Nah, never done coke or crack. Not really my thing.
And when it came to this allergy, how was that even discovered?
I don't even know. It's crazy because there's not really much research on it. They can't even tell you why some people get it and why some don't. Like, if it just happens to you, it happens. I started smoking when I was 18. So I really wasn't smoking, like, half my life or just for a really, really long time. But, yeah, I've been dealing with it for, like, 2 years. That's when I first figured out about it because I would get sick. And then I would throw up, go to the hospital, get better. Then I would come back out, wait a few days, and I start smoking again. But recently, the last few episodes I had, they was like really crazy. Like I knew it was serious whenever I went to the hospital for every day. I went Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I went 3 days in a row. So I'm like, okay, I can't keep living like this. And it got to the point where I couldn't even drink water. Like I was fiending for water. Like, y'all, can I please have some ice water? They was like, no. I'm like, okay, I can't drink water? Oh, yeah, this is serious. I can't smoke no more. I can't do this.
Did you have to go through allergy tests to get this figured out, or were you just naturally removing things out of your life to figure this out, like quitting weed, for example?
No, I went to, the first time I had got sick with it, a few doctors didn't know. And that was kind of around the time COVID was still kind of popping or whatever you say. Some was like, is it COVID? Like, some doctors really didn't know. They was like, maybe it could be just a stomach bug, a little food poisoning or something. But I'd say, like, because, that first episode, like, I went to the hospital, like, 4 times. So I would say by my 3rd visit, the one doctor, she smelled the weed on my jacket. She was like, you smoke weed? I'm like, yeah. She was like, that's what it is. I'm like, huh? Like, no way. She was like, yeah, it's weed. And then some doctors don't even know about it, but I remember it was a female doctor. She was like, it's the weed. And I was like, I cannot believe that. And then when I stopped smoking, hey, like I stopped getting sick. Like I haven't been to the hospital since then. And like I said, I'm 60-something days sober. And I slowly but surely I recovered, started eating again, drinking water and stuff like that,
Now, how much weight loss do you think it's been?
I had got down to I'd say at least 112. I had got down to that. Currently, I'm like 112. I'm a little thick now. I gained a little weight. I'm like 124. Yeah. But at the time, I was 120. And then I had dropped probably like to 112. But I ain't that big, so like I had looked sick. I had looked small.
What's the average usually weight-wise for you?
Well, before I started being depressed and all that, I was a solid 140. I was a solid 140. And I'm trying to get back to that, actually. I'm going to get back to it soon, but it's hard to gain weight, y'all. It's really hard. It's really hard to gain weight, but slowly but surely it's coming back.
Reflecting back on your use of weed, do you think that this was an allergy that took time to build into one? Or do you think this was there from the start, you just didn't hone in on it? from the beginning?
I have no idea. Like, it's little to no research. We don't really know about it, for real. I mean, the people that have it, they know about it. But, like, if I tell somebody I'm allergic to weed, they laugh. And I'm like, nah, like, I'm serious. Like, I swear to God, Google it. So, I don't know where that come from. I really don't know. I remember the first time I got sick, though. I was at a Mexican restaurant. Me and my mom and her boyfriend. And I was like, I ate my ass off too. Like that was like the Last Supper. I ate good. Then I was like, oh no, my stomach. And then I went outside and I threw up so much, like, y'all, it was so much. And then we thought it was like, okay, maybe the food was bad or whatever, but that third doctor, it's that weed.
Now, do you know what age this was when it was discovered? That first incident there? Not maybe when this was discovered, because you said third doctor, but that incident at the Mexican restaurant. Do you remember what age you were? Because you said you started smoking at 18.
Yeah.
So,
was I 20 then?
just trying to create a time lapse here.
I'm trying to, let me remember my 20th birthday. What did I do for my... Yeah, I was 19. Yeah, I think I was 19 for my first episode. Yeah, I think I was 19.
Now, by 19, on that first episode, how heavy of a weed smoker were you in those days?
I'd probably smoke like a 3-5 a day. But if I'm with my friends, a little more, because we matching, and stuff like that.
Were you addicted to weed?
I wouldn't say addicted. But, I don't know. I smoked every day, all day. Yeah, I was a stoner. Probably so.
And how were you able to sober up and quit?
I just did it cold turkey like I had to. Like, it was no choice. I got a lot of willpower. So I just stopped. I was pissed off them first few days, of course. Hell, I still get mad. Like, I can't smoke. But, it gets easier as time go by. Like, it don't really bother me. Well, people can smoke around me, and I'm not going to get mad. Or I might be a little jealous, but I don't want to get sick. Like, I'm stopping for a reason. Like, weed makes me sick, period. Like, I'm not going back to the hospital over that. Like, I be in the hospital crying, and I think I have a high pain tolerance. So if I'm crying, I'm in pain.
And you also mentioned the word depression. Self-diagnosed?
No.
Phrase?
My psychiatrist diagnosed me with that. I took a personality test. It was a lot of questions on there, too. Like, oh, my God, it was so many questions. But I was diagnosed with anxiety, mild depression, and bipolar.
And have you overcome any of these findings?
Yeah, I deal with it, take my little medicine. I deal with it,
Now, when it comes to the weight loss rumor, is this something you've addressed publicly already, or is this the first time?
Nah, I don't really address stuff like that for real, or especially on social media, because I'll get mad and I'll clap back, and then I'm in there with my page deleted or something like that. So I just let like my mama or my friends or whatever, they say what they want to say, but not me personally, because Instagram done already sent me the little thing like, hey, you want thin ice? So I'm like, oh yeah, unless I'm on live or something and somebody try me, I'll be like, all right, bro, you tripping. But, like, I don't be entertaining all that for real.
And for those in the audience getting to know you for the very first time, care to share your screen name on IG?
My screen name is She Is Blake.